Okay, here we are with the Brady Bunch, here to make the decision. This is where the house is staked out. Basically, what we're talking about doing here is amplifying this site out, making the driveway better, probably an upper terrace here, just keeping it real simple and basic, bringing in some fill, making sure the site stays high for this view. This is obviously the view that you guys have trimmed out, which is, you know, white water right up the coast, sunsets, you name it. Down below here, you were going to do the main road and all that, is what kind of what we were talking about yesterday, is just kind of holding off at that point, getting this site so that if you did want to subdivide, it would be nice, big, we'd be able to pull the car in, and we could even, you know, put this on the market and have a good resale. Now out front here, I'm kind of talking to the neighbor and talking to Aquileo, it looks like we could trim this one tree here, right here, and get the parcella open. That's the parcella right behind that tree. You can see it there behind the branch. So if we pay for it, I can probably get permission from the neighbor to go ahead and trim that branch out there and get the parcella opened as well, and then it would have parcella, jungle, and then you'd look straight up the coast, you know, right up to Manuel Antonio there. So we're going to talk to Allman now, see what kind of, how many hours of excavator we got to do just to amplify this site here, and just put in a little bit of fill and keep it simple, make the driveway nice. And we're going to come up and film up top here. You see your main site will be up above and behind these trees. So what we were thinking was, if you did sell off a lower portion here after buying the upper section, maybe the dividing line would be somewhere around this tree and kind of, you know, straight shot back into the jungle, kind of like a rectangular shape, and then there'd be a couple acres down here with a sunset view, and go from there. Now we're going to film up top. Okay, here we are, Brett and Julie here on the corner that is Mauricio's corner, and you see he's got a buildable site down here, and basically the property line that you own is in front of this, down the hill there a little bit. I don't even think I can see the property line from here. But, you know, their main concern obviously is that your 1,000 meters that they're getting isn't a buildable 1,000 meters necessarily, but it just protects their view for this little guest house that would go here. You can see the road that drives up. There's the neighbor over there selling those lots. The road comes up. This is the left that you make in to now get into your new upper lot. And it kind of goes down to up where Allman's going. You can see where that bush is, and that tree is more or less going to be your entrance, and your entrance will go straight down to your lot over there. So your house will basically be on the other side of this hill, on the other side of these trees here, and you'll be facing the sunset, facing the jungle. So the idea, like I was telling you, is right where Allman's standing there. Let me zoom in. We will put a fenced entry for you, and basically you own everything from the road down, so we can fence the whole road over there so nobody could ever see in when they drive by. We'll landscape and fence the property line that runs down the hill, and so that all your view and your entire house will be sitting on the other side of this hill, all facing the sunset and jungle, so that no one will ever be able to look in on you. It'll be 100% private. Now down here where their guest site is here, they're probably most likely going to focus their view towards the south. They've got a blue view here out front, and this is mostly a southern view for their little guest house here. Okay, so now I'm going to go down and I'm going to film from your upper site, and I'm going to try to film back here, but I don't even think the two houses are even going to see each other. You might be able to see just a roof if you looked off to your balcony, or you might be able to see a light on through the trees type thing, if and when Mauricio and Elaine ever built here, you know, 4 or 5 years in the future, whatever. But you can see why they want your 1,000 meters there. It just protects their view so that nothing can be planted in front and ruin their building site here. Okay, Brett, Julie, here I am standing on the upper road. I was just filming down there, down below there where the site is down the street. We were trading off the 1,000 meters. All right, so basically again here, this is the 5,000 meter piece, which also controls access from this easement. They've got a property line here that's just straight shots back through the jungle all the way to the end of the property. So all these trees on the property are yours, and you can control the view as you wish. Obviously looking straight down. Kind of walk in here, got this one tree in front of me. Yeah, obviously looking, I mean, just straight down onto the parcella, the point, right up the coast, waves breaking right in front of you. This is the $1 million view. And you're going to be able to build any size house you wish. I mean, if this was Manu Antonio, they'd build a hotel on this. This is an amazing piece of property. For $55,000, it's just absolutely a steal. Remember, it's appraised at $15 a meter for Mauricio and Elaine's sake, which came out to $75. But they're going to credit you $20,000 back for the other quarter acre. Like I said, Brett, on the phone, you know, with electric, water in this neighborhood, this is a $100,000 plus site here you're getting for $55 all day long.
Okay.
Okay, as you can see here, it is higher. Brett, Julie, you were correct. This lot is higher in altitude. Looking down the road, they are probably, I don't know, maybe 120 yards down the road down to their site, and probably 30 or 40 feet below. So like I said, right along the property line here where Almond's standing, straight shot down all the way to where it butts into your property line below. And with these trees in between, and some palm trees and some flowers and a wooden fence, this, that, and the other, you'll have no neighbor at all. We'll still have to continue to work with them in the future if you wanted to trim in here on their section, so on and so forth, and try to get a whale's tail view. Right now it's mostly parcella, point, all the waves, everything north to Manu Antonio. Now getting down into where you can build here, I mean, any size construction, this is just huge. Now with the access coming right in off this easement, you basically drive right up, pull your car right in, straight down into your house. And then most of your house with the view is going to be facing the jungle, towards the ocean, so on and so forth. You can actually look right down to where we surf, right down at the point here. It's just wild. Of course, I'm standing up here on the road. So down even below, the view gets even more spectacular. It's a no-brainer buy, guys. Let's get it done. Okay, here I am on the 1,000 meters below. That you can see this little red bush, and it kind of goes, that's the straight line. So this is the 1,000 meters here that you can see is not buildable area, but it's just going to protect their view. Their building site's up top here, at the top. And you can see this patch of trees is the patch of trees I was talking to you about on the phone. And then your site is down and up. It's actually up and over there on the other side, and you're going to be facing the opposite direction. So the only way you'll really be able to see this house is if you like leaned your head off the balcony and really look this way. And you might be able to see a roof line, or like I said, some lights at night or something like that. But it's keeping it very private, guys. You see we're on this lower road below. And now Almond's going to be concreting this road all the way down, 4 meters wide and 75 meters long, right past your lower site.